Who is beating the Denver Nuggets? Who is standing in the way of Denver going back-to-back and repeating as champs for the first time since the Warriors did it? So my answer is nobody. I don't think anybody is. I don't think anyone in the West is beating Denver. I don't think anybody in the East, and that's including the Celtics. I don't think the Celtics are even beating, right now, Denver. And the biggest reason is there's no team that can slow them down. And it's funny, again, we saw this last year, but it dawned on me watching this game Saturday night with my buddy Steve. Watching at a local bar here in New York City after still reveling in a nice Knicks win over the Sixers. But watching that game and watching, by the way, Anthony Davis play well in game one in Denver. Watching LeBron have an efficient night shooting the ball and scoring 27 points. But yet still the Lakers, when Denver turns it on in the fourth quarter, there's no answer for them. And they pulled away and never looked back. It dawned on me right in that moment. This Denver team is basically the Warriors 2.0. That Warriors dynasty, Steph, Clay, Draymond, also include the KD time as well. This Denver team reminds you so much of those Warriors teams. Not from the style, right? Like clearly not the same style of play, but the same invincibility, the same unbeatability. That's a word, unbeatable. You watch the game, you don't see a path to success. You watch the game and it's like, even though the score says it's close, I just don't see how this team can beat Denver. And it's the same thing we saw with the Warriors. Oh, maybe this team has a chance. Oh, Warriors kind of look vulnerable here. Maybe there's a chance that they'll get beat and they'll get got in a 7-game series. And then what happens? Come back, win the series, and more times than not in that run, win a title. That same feeling of inevitability when the Warriors would get back to the finals and win the finals with Steph, KD, Clay, that's how it feels right now watching this Denver Nuggets team. It feels inevitable that they're going back to the finals and they're winning a title. Because you watch this team and it's just like the Warriors. There is no stopping this offense. I mean, good luck to anyone trying to slow down Kevin Durant. Good luck to anyone trying to slow down Nikola Jokic. You can't do it. There's no game plan for it. He's too big, and he has too many tools. You want to stop him shooting? Okay. He'll cut you apart with 15 assists. His court vision is unmatched. His shot making is unbelievable. He gets shots from everywhere. Down low in the paint, at the elbow, from the three-point line. He never takes a bad shot. Even when it's a contested shot, he still has a height advantage where it's a clear shot to the basket that goes in. Tremendous free throw shooter. And again, his passing is so good that even if you want to put two bodies on him, which you really shouldn't, and teams don't normally do, but if you want to, he'll cut you apart with double-digit assists. And it also helps when around him is a tremendous playoff player, Jamal Murray. When you look at his career scoring in the regular season, 17.5 points per game. I know he's been better of late, and that's including some years where he was not as he is now. But again, his career average in the regular season points is 17.5. Look at his career playoff points per game, 24.9. So right, we're talking about almost a 10-point difference there in terms of regular season versus postseason. He is a guy in Jamal Murray that raises his level of play come playoff time. You got Michael Porter Jr. is a career 41% three-point shooter. You have Aaron Gordon, who's a tremendous fit on this offense, that's cutting to the basket, that can make threes when given to him, can play bully ball down low, always making the right cut, it feels like. Like, how do you slow down this Denver offense? You got the best player in the league, who's also the best passer in the league, who has 3 or 4 scoring threats on the court at all times around him. Just like the Warriors, where it's like, well, if you want to slow down Steph, well, then there's KD. If you want to take KD away, then there's Clay. Like, there was no answer defensively to slowing down the Warriors. There is no answer defensively right now to slow down this Nuggets team. I think the best bet of any team right now is the Lakers, with Anthony Davis being tremendous when he's dialed in, and he was on Saturday night, a dialed-in two-way player. LeBron is still a formidable playoff player, and again, was efficient from the field on Saturday. Like, I think in terms of size, in terms of what they could do at both ends of the floor, the Lakers are really the only team, or maybe I should say the biggest threat to Denver to slow them down. And they still had no luck. This feels inevitable. That 2 months from now, fast forward, we were talking about the Denver Nuggets going back to back. And also, by the way, going nowhere soon. This is not an old head team. This is not a team at the tail end of their dynasty. This is a team that is just getting started. Where you look at Jokic, 29, Jamal Murray, 27, Gordon, 28, MPJ, 25. The core of this team is young, is in the prime of their careers, not slowing down anytime soon. Like, I think we are seeing the next dynasty right in front of our eyes. This Denver team, to me right now, in this current NBA is unbeatable. There's not one team that I think right now that could take them down in a 7-game series. For a game, sure. To beat them 4 times in 7 tries, you tell me. I don't see a matchup. Celtics, I don't think they match up very well. I like the size down low for Denver. I like, again, the ability. I don't know how you're going to try to slow down Jokic and all the scoring around him. I don't think the Celtics have what it takes this year to beat them. There's no team in the West right now. I mean, again, I like the Thunder. They're a fun story. Team playoff experience and their size, they have no chance against Denver. No chance. Timberwolves, Suns, Clippers, Mavs, you name it, does not matter. I'm getting Warriors vibes watching this Nuggets team. Not from style of play, but by sheer dominance. Sheer inevitability that we are watching the finals champ playing in front of our eyes. That we already know the outcome of how this season is going to end before it does end. Just like watching the finals, especially when the Warriors got Kevin Durant. Right? The only question was, how many games is it going to take? The question was never, are they going to lose? Is anyone out there going to beat them? It was, how long is it going to be? And who's going to be the sucker that's going to get, pounded by them next? That's how it felt watching the Warriors with Kevin Durant, especially for those 2 years before he got hurt in the playoffs, unfortunately. But if he didn't get hurt, they're going to go for a three-peat. Spoiler alert there. And that's how it feels right now watching Denver. Inevitable. They are going to go back-to-back. And I think right now form the next dynasty in the NBA.